cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Second down and a little more than a yard here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Now they'll run it on the toss. 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Goal at the 8-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Down man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Pollard again. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12. First down, New England.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Williams. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge...
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yeah, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Dangerous return man showing it here. The New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and a yard.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 26-yard line.
Second and 4. Short pass caught by Henry. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and...
It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-0. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now coming to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Jets defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that is no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Down man, it's Kayshon Boutte.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Patriots.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he will have a Patriots first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Looking to throw.
Patriot first down.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
That's another Patriots first down.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
The coverage by Nakobe Dean.
He'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 30 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
36-yard line.
A short one there, caught by Likely. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Complete to number 5. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. That's Ronnie Hickman who is there for the tackle.
2nd and 7.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. They'll try to pick it up himself. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Prater's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Patriots offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Short pass caught by Henry. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
First down. A gain of 31 yards. First down, Patriots.
Back to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just, that's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sport passed the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action, set to begin the 3rd quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
At the 27-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught by Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 31. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now back to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Patriots first down.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Pollard again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the Patriots first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as he'll get to Pollard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that will lead to a third and goal.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they thought...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
He was defended by Marcus Jones.
They'll set up a throw.
Finds his man over the middle. It's likely.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Intended for his wideout. He was defended by Marcus Jones.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Crossing route he finds likely.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
That's another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Nothing like understanding where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point good by Plater. And that will tie things at 20 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Oh, nice move. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will have a Patriots first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down, Patriots.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Short pass caught by Henry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll set up to throw.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New England.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Running right, it's Pollard.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw.
It's this complete to Butte.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
That's another Patriots.
Now a give here to Pollard. A shot, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Borregales now for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Gets past one man.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, it's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Complete to Likely. 2nd down and 3.
Complete to Isaiah Likely. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try again. And this time he's in for a Jets touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Prater on to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
So that drive in total 8 plays. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Patriots offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. This is 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Jets are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the fourth quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Ray McLeod to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Patriots now down by 7. Less than 90 seconds to go. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, Boutte. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. The extra point now for Borregales. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Third down and 4.
Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now. They'll look to throw again. That one complete to Naylor. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Now Prater to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
And that's caught by Williams.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.